So in this video, which is actually the fourth that I'm doing of application of derivative rules, we're looking at a trig function that is y equals cosine squared x to the fourth. And cosine squared can be written a couple of different ways, but the one that's going to give you the best visualization of which rule to use is going to be cosine of x to the fourth. And all of that squared. That's another way of writing that. Once we have it in that format, we can see a little bit easier what we need to do. And this is a little tricky because we do want to make sure that we're dealing with the outside and then the inside. Cosine is considered part of the outside. Because of that, we need to remember also not just the chain rule and general power rule, but also our derivative of a composition and how that works. So I'm going to rewrite this, and I'm going to say that we are taking the derivative y, and we are going to do this by breaking it up, and we're going to break this up as the derivative y with respect to u, and I'm going to write that as cosine of u. And I have to put these parentheses here to designate that I'm actually taking the square of the entire thing, and then multiplied by d of u with respect to x. And then I can place that inside term, so I can say x to the fourth. So in doing that, I also need to designate, okay, well, what is u? What is u? Well, u is simply that inside term x to the fourth. And what is y? Well, y is that outside term, which is cosine u squared. So those are the two components of the composition. So let's go ahead and start solving this down. So for the first portion, with respect to u, we're just working with the outside, and we're going to bring the exponent down. Cosine of u, or cosine of x, I have them written here on the right side. So we have the identity of negative sine x. Well, in this case, we've replaced x with u. So I'm going to have 2 times negative sine u, and that is no longer to the square, but it's going to be 2 minus 1, which is just the first power. And we can move on to the next portion of this, which is multiplied by the derivative u with respect to x. So for this one, it's just simply what we have been doing with our derivatives. We're going to take the exponent, place it in front, and then we're going to take our exponent 4 minus 1, which leaves us with 4x to the third. So we can continue on now, and we can say that this negative sign will give us negative 2 sine. And now we're going to substitute u and place x to the fourth back in there. So we're going to have x to the fourth multiplied by 4x to the third. And then we're just going to combine this lead coefficient with 4x to the third. So we're going to say that this is now negative 8 x to the third times sine of x to the fourth. And now we have our equation of a tangent line for the function, for the curve of the function at any point x. So I hope that helps. Thanks for watching.